Hey, welcome to Brain Talk Tuesday. This is Danielle Holistic Psych with you every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can join me live on Facebook at Danielle Holistic Psych, or you can watch it on YouTube, the replay. So whatever you're watching, please comment below, as I love to be able to connect with you guys and see who's on and where you're joining me from. And as well, I love to have someone who can maybe type up and be like the scribe, so someone that as I'm speaking and giving you protocols and information, because stuff about the brain, sometimes we get a little detailed and deep. Go ahead and have somebody type up there what I'm going into. That would be awesome. So welcome and thanks for joining for our Brain Talk Tuesday. What I've been doing lately for my Brain Talk Tuesdays that you'll see on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook is going through the essential oils and the brain. Hello, I see people saying hi. Great to see you guys. So the essential oils and the brain handout. So I published, I never even counted it, probably 6 to 8 of these different ones. And this is one specifically that has probably a lot of the details that I'm going to go through. So I've been choosing a section every single week to go through and just talk about what it means, how to understand the oils and apply the oils in your life, as well as other healthy supports like food. And that's really important to me, is a holistic approach. We also talk about mindset and what thoughts and those types of things do to the brain, which are another holistic approach. We have so much control over our outcomes in our lives, our thoughts, our neurotransmitters. It blows me away. And the more I learn about how we control those, the more I realize how much control we do have, and how much if we just sit back as like these beings being acted upon instead of us acting upon, we will absolutely lose control of what's going on in our electrical field in our brain. So we'll go more into that. I've been studying some fascinating stuff about our electrical field and our neurotransmitters, how they create that electrical field, and what positive and negative energies do to that electrical field, and how to protect it, and how to the conscious awareness, how to just create anything you desire in your life. So really, really cool stuff. So I'll be sharing that with you. Okay, so today we are going to go over healthy brain cell activity, which is this section here. Now, originally, when I studied this section, this research section, I was studying this because of my fascination. I did a whole research paper on CTE, which is chronic encephalopathy. Oh my gosh, I just blanked the name of it. But it's from concussions, basically. So concussions, or whenever you get a bang to the head, create some healthy, unhealthy cellular activity in the brain. So I put this together because I love football and just understanding how essential oils and how food can help in the reparation process after being hit really hard in the head. And I actually had a client who had brain surgery, and they had a drill in his brain. And afterwards, he was actually struggling for a really long time. He'd be able to walk maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but he would get dizzy and have to lay back down, and his whole day was kind of spent just resting because his brain just wasn't processing. It had been drilled through. So when I worked with them, I got them on this blend and this little regimen that I'm going to share with you, and his results were amazing, just the support they give. So I want to make a disclaimer here. Essential oils and food even, right, do not treat, cure, heal, right? What do? They help your body to treat, heal, and cure itself. It's just amazing. So I'm not talking that the plants are going to do this, but it helps your body to perform what it needs to do. Helps your cellular function, your neurons, right? Your cells are what take nutrients around the body. So it's not an essential oil that gives yourself the nutrient. It's essential oil that helps that cell be healthy enough to take those nutrients around the body. Over 40% of, hi Nakaruna, already 40% of what we intake nutrient-wise is used by the brain. So this is really crucial that our gut health and our cellular health is good. So let's talk about, so that's what we're going to go into this week, healthy cellular activity. So I've got my notes here. We have about 100 billion neurons in the brain, and then, trillions of little glial cells that support those neurons just for your brain to be able to function. Your brain is everything, right? If your brain dead, you don't move. So you need healthy cellular function in order to think, to talk, to move your finger. It doesn't matter. It all stems in your brain. So neurons are brain cells. It's just a nerve cell in the brain. They provide like different support functions. So I'm going to go into my notes here. Communication is one of their functions, obviously. Carry nutrients, chemical messages. They're what help produce your neurotransmitters. They help healing if there's been like a concussion like we just talked about. So your neurons are very important. They are very protective as well to other structures in the brain. Neurons process electrical to chemical signaling. So when we have thoughts, for example, they produce an electrical, so it's an energy field, and it converts into neurotransmitters. It converts into a chemical message. So healthy brain cell activity is tied into your brain's ability to function. I just talked about this. If you're brain dead, you do not move. And so this is so important to focus on how you can help your brain. And honestly, I just posted something this morning, if you guys saw it. I said, knowledge is not power unless it is channeled into an action. So I feel like I love having this knowledge, but if we don't apply it, then it's just waste of space. So understanding, I think, is a big piece of like understanding when you eat a blueberry, what it's doing for you is huge. It really encourages good behaviors, right? Okay, so healthy brain cell activity is tied into our ability to think, for our memory, right? For our memory to function, for us to focus our attention, to move, to fight off inflammation and disease. So there's multiple reasons. So what do antioxidants do? I know we always hear about antioxidants. They're so good, right? So if I have anybody that can type up on Facebook here, maybe be a scribe with commenting of some of the information I give, it would help our brains to see it as well. So antioxidants, so what happens is, let me just read kind of what I wrote down about the whole process. So stress and other things like free radicals, right? They induce oxidation, which destroys brain cells. Antioxidants block this extra oxygen that's created when your body converts glucose into energy, which then creates that free radical. Oh, I have a cat that's being a little rambunctious. Hold on a second here. Hey, what are you doing? Here, come say hello. She's trying to tear down my lights. Say hi. Yeah, she's my little ferocious one. She likes to get all into things, huh? All right. Okay, we good now? Okay, so I have to keep an eye on that one. Okay, so that's an antioxidant. That's the purpose of it. It helps our body to block the extra oxygen that's created from the your body converting glucose into energy. So then we have, okay, let's talk about foods that are high in antioxidants. So foods that are high in antioxidants, if someone can type this stuff up for me, are going to be what we know is what? Berries, right? Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. Berries are a really good source of antioxidants, so just eating that. Another is going to be some nuts like pecans, walnuts, and then I have some spinach, cherries, dark chocolate, one of my all-time faves. I do about one little square a night, just love it, and it's very satiating. Rather than milk chocolate, when you eat a little square, what happens? You're like, you want more. There's no satiation to milk chocolate. It tastes great, but you don't get satiated like you do. I've got a cat trying to bite my phone now. You don't get satiated like you do with dark. You're just like, that dark chocolate, the nutrients it gives. Oh my goodness, this cat. Hey, the nutrients that it gives your body is incredible. You want to see? Let's see if I can turn this to her. Look at her. She's like, what can I jump on? Oh, here she goes. All right. One more time. So, milk chocolate's not going to do what dark chocolate can do. And this little one is not going to jump on my lights. I've had her break one of them before. Okay, stay over here. So I have to watch that little thing. Okay, so we're getting lots of cat entertainment today. Beets, broccoli. What else do we have for antioxidants? Kale, spinach, I think I already said. Goji berries. So those are some of your high foods in antioxidant activity. And I am just going to pretend I don't have a cat here trying to wrestle my cell phone. Okay, essential oils that are high in and produce that antioxidant activity are going to be basil, oregano, lemon, rosemary, clary sage, marjoram, cumin, ylang-ylang, myrrh. Ylang-ylang, myrrh, ginger, rose, clove, and coriander. Okay, so those are some of your essential oils that are high in antioxidant activity. Okay, so let's talk about, there's two processes that are really important when you're protecting neurons. And one is going to be the oxidation, right? So antioxidants. The other one's going to be inflammation. When we get like hit to the head, for example, or drilled through the brain, like for surgery or something like that, our brain will create a healthy level of inflammation that's very protective. But what is really important is that your cells have what it takes to break down when there's inflammation blockers that are blocking blood and nutrients and other healing process. So we have to keep a balance of healthy levels of inflammation. So there are foods and essential oils that can help to do that. So some of the foods that are high in anti-inflammatory properties are going to be tomatoes, olive oil, green leafy vegetables, that's going to be your spinach or kale, almonds, walnuts, berries, and oranges. Those are some of the top. Again, there's other nutrients in foods that are going to be healthy for other processes, but I'm just talking your highest in anti-inflammatory. So oils that also help to regulate the inflammation specifically in the brain are going to be arbor vitae. Okay, so this is a tree oil. Sandalwood, clary sage, frankincense, helichrysum, myrrh, and rose. Those are some of your top ones. So what those are going to do is it's going to help the body balance. It's going to tell those cells, hey, I'll give you some energy so that you can reduce some of the inflammation going on here that's blocking some absorption. So that's how our brain, it's all a balance, and that's what nature is good at, is keeping us in balance. Some of this isn't, brain science. You go stand in nature when you're up in the mountains, for example, away from the city. How does it help you feel? You just feel more balanced, and you can, there's a whole chemical and scientific explanation for it, but do you have to have that? Not always. You can go stand in the city on a piece of grass, for example. If you go to New York City, that city is beautiful and exhausting, but what's in the center of it? Central Park. And there's no way they're going to get rid of Central Park, because that is the most grounding thing that city could have done, is kept Central Park there. Go stand on that grass. Those types of things with nature help to bring back into like chemical or electrical balance what's going on with our body. Our body is in a total electrical field. Okay, so let's go to a regimen for you guys. So let me finish telling you about this guy. So this guy that had brain surgery, they had to drill in his head. He had been post-surgery, I think about, 2 to 4 months by the time I met him. And they found me, and I started helping them with the regimen. So I'll give you, like, the easiest thing that you can do is the brain blend. I call it brain blend. Immortel. This is a anti-aging blend is what it's promoted as. However, it's a brain blend. This oil has pretty much every single thing that I already mentioned. Frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, rose. Can you see how all these properties are incredible? So what I would recommend with Immortel, and then I'm going to have you add one other oil, but Immortel, I would put it, if you're just wanting overall brain health, then I would recommend it in 2 spots and just do it on a nightly basis. One is the brainstem. Brainstem is that soft spot between the skull and the spine. Just put it right there, okay? You just know it's going to be penetrating and going in through the brainstem. And the other spot, this is a very awesome spot, is going to be the temples. And the reason being is because what is this brain blend that I call it? what is it good for? Or what do they market it as? Anti-aging. So yeah, put it around your little crow's feet, all around your temples. This is the best area for your skin. So you're getting double whammy, brain and no wrinkles. So that's what I do with Immortellence, and I'll put up here too, some other little spots for me to keep me looking young. So you guys might think I'm, 19 years old. Just kidding. So here we go. Brain blend here and here. And that's what I recommend on a nightly basis, just for, good skin, let alone for brain health. If you are maybe dealing with, like this guy, brain had been drilled through. So we had him put it on around this incision spot. So around this area of concern about 4 times a day. Every 4 to 6 hours is all you need. You don't need more. Let me give you guys a big hint. What's nice about essential oils is less is more. So they last you a long time. They're worth investing in. And if you look at, prices of them that are, good grade like these, don't get overwhelmed by it. Just do it. It will absolutely change your life. And that's wise, because you've got good quality, but you need less is more. So when I roll this on, I just do a teeny bit here and spread it, teeny bit here and spread it. And so for the incision site, or for a point of concern, you're going to put that. So let's just say maybe you got hit in the head with a soccer ball, right? And your head's kind of been hurting. Put it at that area as well as the brain stem. And so I would do every 4 to 6 hours, one little drop, which is kind of like a little roll of this one, on your area of concern. So that's how I would use Immortelle. The next one that, if you noticed, was mentioned quite a few times, and it's clary sage. Clary sage is really good for the brain, so I would just put that on the brain stem. And again, every 4 to 6 hours if you're really working on something, or if it's just for maintenance, like maybe once a day in the evening or something like that on the brain stem. So that's what I would do with oils. And then regimen food-wise, I'm just going to give you a little bit too. I have every single morning, before I even eat breakfast, I do a little handful of nuts. And so I mix the nuts. So each day I do a different nut, but I'll do walnuts one morning, and then the next morning I've got a mason jar full of pecans or something like that, and I'll just grab a little handful. So you only need like 5 or 6. You don't need to eat 20 at the one time. So 5 or 6, again, less is more, and 5 or 6 nuts, and just do that on a daily basis. And it's a really good way to start your morning for protein. I like it in the morning. I don't love sweets and fruits right in the morning. So nuts kind of ground my stomach. And again, that's good for the brain. So the other, they're doing work out there now, is going to be, what did I write down? Oh, green leafy vegetables on a daily basis, mixing up your green leafy. So I have a salad every single day. I usually like it at night at dinner, and I eat like a heartier lunch, and then I do just a salad at dinner. So find some type of regimen where you're getting green leafy vegetables. I just do fresh salad, and I put lots of fresh stuff in it every single night. And then berries or citruses and herbs are your next thing. So when berries are in season, you will have like maybe a handful of berries every single day. That's what I did. Now blueberries are in season and strawberries. So it's just doing one a day. And then citruses, you can do like that in your water or put it on your food, or I love grapefruit. So that's my favorite. And then herbs, of course, like I said, basil and rosemary and thyme are all high in antioxidant. So you can put those on your food, like cooking potatoes and all that stuff. And then lastly, but definitely not least, is I use a Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's a vitamin pack. How many of you guys that are watching this video use the Lifelong Vitality Pack? Okay, so it is full of vitamins and nutrients and omegas and 9 different essential oils and different plants like CoQ10 and herbs and stuff. What else is in there? Turmeric. Pomegranate, like all these amazing things for the brain. Oh, I see all your thumbs going by. Awesome. So Lifelong Vitality Pack is vitamins and minerals that are formulated from whole food base. So they're bioavailable for the body. I'm telling you, I have used vitamin packs for my entire life. Never felt the differences like I do with Lifelong Vitality Pack. And I didn't even expect to feel a difference. So I wasn't like some placebo effect. In fact, I was quite skeptical. I just thought, whatever, I'm just going to take them because I always just take vitamins. And I got better And within my digestive system, within 2 weeks, I noticed a big difference. And then within about a month or 2 months, I would say, I mean, a lot of my issues that I was having with the digestive system were gone. So again, these herbs, vitamins, minerals, and essential oils that are in there are formulated to help with the inflammation process in the body. And honestly, that's the key, inflammation, and help with cellular activity, cellular health. So if you can combat cellular health and inflammation, you're golden, because that's what your body needs to be able to function correctly. It's good cellular health and reduction in inflammation. So you are going to love that Lifelong Vitality Pack if you have not already tried it. I highly recommend it. All right, everybody. Well, this has been a Brain Talk Tuesday. Let me just finish my story of the guy who got surgery in his brain. So we did the Immortel on him. And what we did is for every 4 to 6 hours, we had them put it around the site and at the brainstem. And within about a couple days, I think it was like 2 days later, his wife texted me and said that he was able to stand up today and walk 20 minutes. And that was huge. He hadn't been able to do that. Within 2 weeks, he was walking over 20 minutes and was able to continue to function instead of just laying down the rest of the day after a little walk. His brain was finally able to command his body to do what he needed to do, to stand up, maybe to eat, to help in the kitchen, just doing little daily things that we take for granted. That's the beauty of using nature to help your neurons. It can absolutely, change your functioning. So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. And we will see you next Tuesday for our Brain Talk Tuesday here. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.